Hi there guys, I hope you are all having a good day. Now, the one trick pony has done it again. Deontay Wilder lost 7 rounds against Luis Ortiz, then found one big right hand. He does it every time, I said it in the build up. Luis Ortiz cannot outbox this guy and go to a decision. He has to knock Deontay Wilder out within the first 4 rounds if he has a chance at beating him. And he was unable to do that. If I'm honest, Luis Ortiz never really stepped on the gas. He never really tried to knock Deontay Wilder out. And in my opinion, that was the only way he was going to beat Deontay Wilder, because you cannot go 12 rounds without getting hit from Deontay Wilder. If Tyson Fury can't do it, then Luis Ortiz isn't going to be able to do it. Luis Ortiz ultimately got caught with the shot and it knocked him out. Luis Ortiz obviously got knocked out in the first fight, so he had that vulnerability there. We knew he could get hurt by Deontay Wilder. We knew that Deontay Wilder could knock him out. If I'm honest, Deontay Wilder, if he hits anyone, he'll knock him out. That's one thing Deontay Wilder has. He has a reasonable jab, which he very rarely uses, and obviously he's not that consistent with it either, but he has that big right hand. He's a one-trick pony. That's all he can really do in the boxing ring. He's technically dreadful, to be honest, in my opinion. He's not a very good boxer at all, and that's putting it lightly. He makes the sweet science look very messy, but he has that big right hand. He seems to be able to win. He has the big knockout ratio that he carries over his 43 fights. So he has that get out of jail free card, and he finds it every single time he fights. He even found it against Tyson Fury, and for some reason it got him a draw. I mean, even in that fight, everyone knows that Tyson Fury won. But ultimately, he finds that punch every fight. So if someone is unable to stop Deontay Wilder, then he's going to find that punch at some stage. I believe if anyone is going to beat Deontay Wilder, they have to get to him before he gets to them. If they allow him to land that right hand, then it's going to be a good night. I mean, someone like Dillian Whyte, who goes in there to fight, he will probably find a way to beat Deontay Wilder, because he will go in there and try and knock Deontay Wilder out. Even Derek Chisora, someone like that, who applies pressure and isn't afraid to let their hands go, that is the kind of person who will beat Deontay Wilder, because Deontay Wilder can easily be outboxed by pretty much anyone, really, to be honest, but he will find that one punch. He does every single time he fights, and he done it once more against Luis Ortiz. So obviously Deontay Wilder remains WBC World Champion, and he sets up that big fight with Tyson Fury in 2020. We believe that it will be February 22nd next year. So that is a quick turnaround for Deontay Wilder, probably quicker than I think he's ever fought before he came champion, that is. That was his 10th defense of his WBC World title, and he will attempt to defend it again against Tyson Fury. So hopefully Deontay Wilder hasn't suffered any injuries, because Tyson Fury is looking to take that belt, and I believe he will, on February 22nd next year. Tyson Fury is just too good for Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury, in my opinion, is the only one good enough to not get hit by that right hand. Anyone else who goes in there with Deontay Wilder needs to knock Deontay Wilder out. They need to get to him before he finds that shot. Anthony Joshua, Dillian Whyte, anyone like that, they have to go in there and go at Deontay Wilder, try and knock him out, because they cannot outbox him. Well, they can, but he will find that shot. So ultimately, they need to knock him out before he can do it to them. And Deontay Wilder, judging by that performance against Luis Ortiz, Anthony Joshua beats him in my opinion, Dillian Whyte beats him in my opinion. Even Derek Chisora, I believe, would beat Deontay Wilder. Crazy as that sounds, I just think that Derek Chisora would go in there and bulldoze him. He would pressure him, and unless Deontay Wilder could find that right hand, then I believe he would be unable to stop Derek Chisora. Because Derek Chisora likes to come forward, he likes to apply pressure, and I don't believe Deontay Wilder would be able to live with him. Luis Ortiz was quite tentative in the fight. He wanted to stay on the outside. He didn't want to get in there and rough Deontay Wilder out. He never really had a go at Deontay Wilder. He never really tried to hurt him too much. And let me tell you, Derek Chisora would try and do that. Dillian Whyte would try and do that. And Anthony Joshua. So I think that when Deontay Wilder comes up against someone who can punch like he can, that is when he will struggle. But guys, let's have it right. Deontay Wilder has just beaten Luis Ortiz for a second time. The only man to beat Luis Ortiz, and he has done it twice. He has knocked him out both times as well. Credit where it's due. 10 defenses of his WBC World title. I just think that Deontay Wilder is going to struggle when he goes up against someone who can really punch and wants to get on the inside. Someone like Derek Chisora, as I said. I'm not saying he could definitely beat Deontay Wilder. I'm just saying that Derek Chisora would have a go at him, and Deontay Wilder has never really had to live with someone like Derek Chisora before. And obviously Dillian Whyte would definitely have a good go at Deontay Wilder, and I believe Dillian Whyte would beat him as well. But anyway guys, Deontay Wilder has done it again. That one trick pony, that get out of jail free card, has worked for him once more. How much longer can it keep working though? Drop your thoughts in the comments below guys, click the thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Thanks guys.